Check, mic check, mic check. It's your boy Indigo X back with another episode of Indigo's Corner. This is episode 11. Episode 11. Got another special talent in the building, straight from South Carolina. He goes by Trill K. What's good with you, man?
Man, not much, man. Can't complain, man. Living good, living life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I already said you're from South Carolina. So what part, where your roots at in South Carolina? Where you from?
Shit, I'm really like from South Carolina, Columbia, but I really grew up like my first I think 3 years, like first 3 or 4 years. I think I did like elementary and like Sumter, Yazoo, and so I really grew up like for real in Sumter. But I did like my whole basic life in Columbia type shit.
Where you ever go back to something?
Hell yeah, all the time.
I used to hoop down there at something to high when they had open gym and shit down there in Shaw Air Force Base. So yeah.
I didn't hoop at the Air Force Base. That's a crazy thing. I used to hoop too.
Yeah, that's it. We used to have to sneak in that mug though, because they only let like 2 people in. So we had somebody here to open the back door and we had to sneak in there. We didn't get caught a couple times. That shit, yeah. Yeah, something. So what was it like growing up in Columbia? What's some early memories you got, man?
Shit. Probably some Sandhill memories. Like I'm pretty sure about if you from the Met, goddamn, you done had some Sandhill memories. Like it used to be jumping at Sandhills. Like I got some Sandhill memories and probably like hooping and shit like that. I was a big hooper, so memories a lot too. Just like packed out crowds, like all my life type shit. Like I was out best one on the team, so it was just like I was that one. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So growing up, I know you said that you just started making music and stuff. What was like an early goal for you? Like, what was your career goal like when you were younger? What did you like say when I'm older? Oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be.
Crazy thing is, when I started rapping, I literally just picked that shit up. Like I didn't know back then I was even gonna be on this rap that I'm on right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was basketball. So it was like a talent that I really found, you know what I'm saying? Finding myself really getting like being grown and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I really picked up that rapping shit. And it was like, I started distancing myself away from like the regular crowd, you know what I'm saying? So I started like really hustling and shit like that and got tapped in with like some crazy ass people who had some crazy ass talent, like my boy JP, who was a producer. So just being around him, you know what I'm saying, them beats every day, like him making hard beats every day, like that shit just picked up. I'm already like creative in my mind. So with that freestyling shit, I still freestyle to this day, like every song. I barely write. I just freestyle all day type shit. So I just picked that shit up.
Right. So I know in hindsight it's 2020, but like, do you think it was something in your childhood that sparked you to even lean towards music, or it was just something like you said you just picked it up? You have like a childhood moment where you was like, "Damn, I want to be a rapper," but it was just like in the back of your mind.
The crazy thing about that is, so in my house, I had like the living room, like everybody had their own room, but it was like that living room was like that big TV, and like I grew up with my sisters and shit, so they would always have. I'm trying to figure out, is it VH1?
Yeah, VH1. Yeah,
like, where they got them videos playing all day.
Yeah,
like that Chris Brown popping, like you know what I'm saying. Now, like, bro, when I was younger, bro, I want to be Chris Brown. I'm talking about what's that song with T-Pain with that lovey-dovey, that kiss. Telling you, I was thinking, I'm like, bro, like I want to be on top of the bus, like rapping, like damn, I love that, like that lifestyle right there. I always looked at that lifestyle and just like really was fascinated with that shit. So I dressed the part, you know what I'm saying, like ladies, men, you know what I'm saying. So it was just like shit. I was like really inside, like the man type shit. And then I'm looking at these other niggas who got all that shit times 10, you know what I'm saying, in the video. it's just like that's that shit that I was just like fathom over for real.
Word.
Looking at
So what's some other artists you listened to growing up? Like who was in your, I guess I don't know if you had a Zoom or iPod Touch or what, but who was in your catalog early?
and I didn't have none of that shit. I
I'm
had a
on.
guy that bro, like I'm telling you, like that lovey dovey, like that video, I remember that whole video. What's that other Chris Brown song? That across the room type shit where
That
he coming
yo,
out.
yeah,
Hey, yo, bro, I'm
yeah.
watching over and over, like that shit. Chris Brown. Chris Brown was that first one, like that first nigga that I can remember to this day that had me like that. Like I wanna be popping it like that, like for real.
So did you automatically jump towards rapping, or did you start singing since Chris Brown was the early inspiration and things like that?
I wasn't so much singing. It was really just like listening to them words and really like telling how like, cause like Chris Brown was like that player talk. You know what I'm saying? Like he talked about girls and his shit all the time. So it was just like hearing that like really made me like reflect on that type shit. So I'm listening to a nigga who got, talking about females and that shit hard to me, like that shit catchy. So it's like, boom, I started, goddamn, you know what I'm saying some of the shit to a female, like while I'm talking to her on some smooth shit, you know? So shit, even in my rap right now, like I got some hard ass bars that's like talking about females, not in no bad way, you know what I'm saying, not no bashing way, but just like that slick talk, that slick smooth talk, talking about females, like I love that shit.
And let's get into the bag about Columbia, man, because like growing up, we never thought about like Columbia as like rappers, artists, all that. But like now, I think it's changing a lot. Like we got a lot of talent in South Carolina, not just Columbia, South Carolina, period. So just talk about the shift in the culture with that.
Man, just even thinking about that, bro, I really thought it was like only big states. Like I'm thinking, you gotta move out of South Carolina and then start rapping in a state like this to get on. You know what I'm saying? But now, bro, that shit up for grabs, bro. Like that shit is crazy how you can get on so quick. Like that shit is on go right now. So that really made me like realize like you really don't have to go nowhere. Yeah, you want to get out the city and shit like that, but you still gotta have love for the city because the city gonna be put you on.
So how you feel about artists like blowing up and like leaving the city? Like, are you a person that's like, I know you want to come up and everything. Are you willing to stay here, or you want to move and branch out?
Man, I put the Met. I feel like if I did move out and went somewhere else, like niggas would know like I fuck with like the Met, you know what I'm saying? I got shit like that all in my songs, shouting out the Met, because that shit make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't I'm the type of nigga that like I show loyalty, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I got loyalty to my city because the buzz I got right now is from my city. And it started from my city. And then it branched out to other states, like because of, you know what I'm saying? So I fell for my city. And they would basically know that even if I do move out, like on some shit where they proud of me, unless it's some hating ass niggas, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that for sure. So listening to your music, man, I think it's a fine line between a rapper and an artist. And I put you in that artist bag because like you do more than just basically rap. So just talk about that. I know you said Chris Brown was an early inspiration, but how did you what was your little touch that you put on your music to separate yourself?
Man, that shit crazy. That's a great ass question. Because it's like I know like the difference between a rapper and the artist. Like the artist can do it all. I'm the type that can like really do it all, even on that Bobby shit. Like I don't know what it is. Like I really feel like it depends on the beat and like how I'm feeling type shit. Like, and I be going through shit too, so I can really like play like and really feel like some wavy ass shit and speak some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just I be geeked up. I be geeked up and in that mode, and then like whatever's on my mind for real, that shit come out of me. Like sometimes I don't even know where I come up with these bars. Like I feel like this shit in me type shit.
So when did it hit you? Like, I know you said you just started not too long ago, like 2 years ago. So what moment was it for you where it was like, damn, I'm really good at this. Like I can do this.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I got that feeling when I made my first single. Like when I made my first single, like me and my engineer Guap, we in there recording it, and it's just like off rip. He like, bro, like this is y'all sound. Like this y'all sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit not the same as niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know niggas come out doing out the studio. You know what I'm saying? You can hear different type of music they making, but some be hard ass trap shit. Some be niggas singing in there, like, but that shit ain't like on our vibe, like on my vibe, really. So it's just like I think I realized that after Guap really explained that shit to me for real, like y'all boys, he was like literally like y'all boys gotta keep going. Like this shit ain't no regular. Like y'all boys really got chances type shit. But that's when I really that's when I started wanting to get like harder, start think a little bit harder on my songs and shit. And start thinking like I can think like make a song and that shit be hard. And then I think like, okay, what's my next song? I want to make some shit that's gonna make people, you know what I'm saying, say it over and over, like some catchy shit, like over and over, like repetitive type shit. And I don't even be saying the same thing in my hook, you know what I'm saying? But the hook itself is just repetitive. Like it'll be stuck in your head because it really like go with that shit. So I don't know. That shit just goddamn goes, bro.
We'll talk about Spaceship featuring Versatility. Did I say Versatity? Did I say that right?
Versatility.
Versatility. Word. Talk about how did that track come about? I listened to that like 70 times at work.
No. That shit is really crazy. It sound like we done made type shit. Like we be trying to like be like, shit, this song might be Spaceship 2.0. Then we think about it, be like, nah, we can't even make Spaceship. Like we can't make another like Spaceship. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But hell yeah, that sound crazy as fuck. Crazy thing about it, bro, we was in that studio, bro, and we nigga went to the gas station and got a cigar instead of woods. He said he broke the damn cigar down, literally gut that bitch out. We stuff like everybody put like 2 G's in that piece. We had like an 8G cigar. So this is during Spaceship. So we could not smoke. But I was telling us we couldn't smoke in the room type shit. Man, we like, what the fuck? First it's the damn cigar, then we can't even smoke in this bitch. So then they like, all right, bet we just gonna go to the goddamn, we're gonna go to the back by the back door type shit and smoke outside type shit. So boom. Niggas is going outside while one person stays in and records. So I start the song off. Them niggas is outside smoking while I'm recording. Nigga, it's only me in there. It's supposed to be gang deep, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga know what we about to record. His ass go outside, they over here about to kill the goddamn cigar wood. I'm like, damn, I don't even get to hit it. So boom, Seti comes in. He listening right before I go outside type shit. He like, oh shit. He like, it's hard. Let's do it. So I heard like 2 bars, then I left his ass because I wasn't gonna stand there because he left my ass. So I was smoking. It's like we is in and out the booth recording this shit. And the only time we heard that shit together is at the end.
Damn,
so
that's dope.
I was really like, that shit was crazy. And literally like people really want to tell us like come to birthday bashes and shit and record Spaceship. and shit like that. Like Spaceship, oh wait, like that shit is like a city favorite. I feel like.
That's dope. That's dope. How'd you get the name Trill K?
That shit crazy, bro, because Trill K is my first name that I came up with. Like, I never had no name other than Trill K. Like, as soon as I came out, I was Trill K. I can't even remember how the fuck I came up with that shit, but it was just like Trill K. And then people should really start, like, my homeboys would be fucking with me type shit. Like, they know I'm KJ. They'd be like, Trill K, what's up, man? What going on, Trill K? So it's like, that shit be funny, but that shit like still stick. Like, and I fuck with that shit, but I just can't remember how I came up with that bitch though.
Right. So when you laying down some tracks or you're making some music, or how much of your hand do you have in production? Like as far as the making it crisp, the beat and everything like that, how much do you put in that?
Really? I done watched that shit so many times, bro. Like I know what the fuck going on. Like I would literally like you can ask Bonnie, like when Bonnie recorded me, I would literally sit here and watch him do it and I would tell him shit while he do it type shit. Like I always interactive while I'm recording and I like my shit's clean, but I'm like a perfectionist type shit. Sometimes sometimes that shit be getting to me because I be taking long type shit. Like I don't like taking too long in the studio, bro. But people be saying I be going fast. I be making songs like in an hour. Like I always gotta make a song in an hour. Like nothing after an hour, bro. I feel like I'm on a song way too even when I record myself. But I be interactive as fuck on that computer. I know what the fuck going on. Me and JP been looking at that shit. Like we been knowing about that shit, and he been recording me. And as soon as he started recording me, I'm recording myself on his shit. So it's like I just learned that shit fast.
So how important do you think that is as an artist to be able to like get that side of it? Because some people can go in the booth and just rap and just like rely on people to make the production side. But since like the background to it, does that make it a little bit easier to make a song, or is it just like you just know all the aspects of it?
That shit really don't matter to me. Like even if like that shit go into all that, like that shit don't even matter. Like just depending on what the fuck I'm feeling that day. Like I go all off what's on my mind type shit. Cause shit happen to me every day. For like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I leave the house or not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I always keep going on.
So what's your creative process like? Like before you go in the studio, like what's your creative process? I know you said you freestyle a lot. So is it just like you play the beat on the loop for a little minute and then you just think of something, or how does that work for you?
Goddamn, sometimes niggas will send me beats and then I listen to it on my phone like about 2 times. I don't like to play it too much because I feel like a beat can run out if I listen to that bitch too many times type shit. So I listen to that bitch 2 times, I say, that bitch him, then I'ma just wait till I go to the studio and then record that bitch and then just go out freestyle. But if it's like in the studio and somebody cooking up though, like if them boys cook up, they'll be cooking that bitch up and I'll be freestyling by like the first instrument that they put on there. On my mama. They don't even gotta put them drums on there. I probably already know how the hook gonna go. That's just with that melodizing, you know what I'm saying? Melodizing and shit.
So, all right, what type of creative are you? Are you like a tyrant when you are creating, or like you like, all right, I need everybody out the room, or are you like just vibing? Everybody can be bobbing your head and you in the corner just coming up with something nobody know you scheming.
Shit, not gonna lie. When I come in this bitch and I hear the beat or whatever, like I probably be the first one to freestyle on that bitch. Mm-hmm. Or if goddamn Seti in that bitch, I let Seti freestyle, then I freestyle after him or some shit. But if it's like in a room full of people like that I don't even know, I'ma chill, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit back type shit. But if one of them, I guarantee you, one of them goddamn people know me, then it's like they gonna want me to hop on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one time I was in this Greensboro studio. Them niggas playing beats, like 2 of the producers knew me type shit. And there was like 5 other rappers in there. But I didn't know none of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch. The niggas like, yo, Trill, you get on this one? Like, we need you on this one. So it's like, yeah, I got you. And other niggas, you know what I'm saying, was like, they were like looking like, what the fuck? Ain't know me either. I'm in that bitch. Met star down. Stop playing. I'm popping it. So boom, I go in the studio. I literally sit on that bitch because I was geek. I'm like 3 woods in. I'm geek. I'm like, as soon as I go in that bitch, they don't know how I'm about to come on that bitch. I literally said before I even said that shit, I said, all right now. I said, all right now. Whoever in here, I'm about to turn this shit up, like for real. Like, y'all gotta listen for real. So then that shit like, they're like, all right. And then boom, I made like some hard ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Then the nigga hopped on that bitch for a little hook. But then he was like, yeah, but you can get another verse on that type shit. Like you can, I just want a small little piece of it type shit. So then boom, it's just like I do that shit in front of a crowd. That shit is in me. Like the crowd really don't faze me. For real. If that beat really hitting like that, crowd not gonna faze me.
So talk about performing. I know as far as like an artist, everybody say they had their first performance and they like just keep growing. So just talking about you performing, how was that from your first experience to your last one?
Shit. My first one, I really was like nervous type shit. I really was in Atlanta. I didn't even know I was about to perform for real. Like is that like a dance competition type shit. Like, you know, like the Atlanta dancers, the one who could dance for real. They be on. I went with my homeboy, and then boom, they like, bruh, I think he did like a battle. My homeboy did a battle to my song type shit. And then he was hitting that bitch like shit he was doing, going with the words type shit, battling them. Mm-hmm. So I was like, whose song that is? They're like, whose song that is? Whose song that is? They did the Spaceship. He did the Spaceship. They like literally after the song, you hear everybody saying, whose song that is? Whose song that is? Then they said, that's his shit. That's his shit right here. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Type shit. So boom. They just, I'm in that bitch and they like, come, like, yo, you want to play one of your shits, like, to perform? Like, you want to get on the last to perform? Because niggas was performing in between the goddamn dance battle and shit. So I'm like, let's do it. Fuck it. So I performed 6 deep. And they was fucking with that shit. Niggas was dancing behind me and shit. At my first performance. I feel like if I did a show though, like, that should be crazy though. I ain't did no show. I did some solo shit for real. But if I do that show, all that shit, I really feel like coming up though.
So I know you said something about last when you was in the studio, you was met start down, but just, I know we talked about it a little bit before we started recording, but just tell people the insight of how you think about like putting in your money into like the Columbia brand and things like that.
Man, Black owned anything, bro. Like even with clothing, bro. Like this shit, I'd rather go spend goddamn $5,000 with goddamn MetStar and be shit, like showing love, than to go spend 5,000 on some sneakers at Gucci or, you know what I'm saying, some goddamn Christian Dior. Like when my nigga shit hard, like I'm putting in type shit because he gonna bless me every time. MetStar ain't no liking. Okay.
All right, so we're getting towards the end of the show. My favorite number is 7. So I got 7 rapid fire questions for you. You got to answer in 3 seconds. Each question. All right. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
The number 1 artist you want to work with?
Ceddy Hendrix.
Your favorite shoe?
Fuck. Look, I'm stuck. God damn. Let's pass that bitch.
Your favorite TV show?
Oh shit. Probably Cleveland show. I be on some hot shit.
Your favorite clothing brand?
Best stop.
Your favorite fast food restaurant?
Zaxby's. No cap.
Your favorite homemade meal?
Shrimp Alfredo. And
your favorite movie?
Probably that new Spider-Man for real.
Yeah, that shit was gas.
You know, caps. Get them niggas for real, like, and they all look, they all the same as the last movies that they was in. Like, that shit crazy.
Word. Well, man, I appreciate you big time coming on the show, putting on for the city, man. Go ahead and tell the people what you got coming up.
Yeah, me and Philly got a tape coming up. I got some shit coming up this month, and they might get a video. They might get a video like in the next week type shit to a song that they ain't never even heard before.
Word, some summer type shit. Word, I feel that. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.